the recording for you guys. There we are. And then I would like to thank you for coming. And so now at this time, please mute your mics for the best sound experience. Otherwise, feedback could interfere with our information that we'll be sharing with you. And without further ado, here is Kristen Sanchez.
Thank you so much, and thank you to everybody for coming. I appreciate you all coming to learn more about all of the great EPCC resources you have access to, and also to find out about what the library can offer you to help support your classes. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you basically how to get to the library page, and I'm going to show you some resources there that can show you how you can get additional help and support here at the college. There's a lot of great services to you. Even though we're still working from home and going to school from home, you have access to some services that you may not know about. So we're going to get started by showing you a little bit about how to get to the library page. There's 3 different ways that you can do that. Number 1, you can actually just go straight to the library page, which is the website up at the top that you'll see up here. It's epcc.edu/services/libraries. And if you don't remember that, all you have to do is go to the menu on any EPCC page, and we're one of your resources. So when you click on resources, what'll happen is you can go down here and it'll be here on the libraries. You'll see it under general. Or without even having to click there, you can just do the plus sign and libraries listed there. Another site that you can go to is all the way at the very bottom of the pages for any EPCC page. We're listed right here at the bottom. So that's another way that you can find us easy in order to get to all the services that you offer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you our library page. So to get ready for this class today, what I created was something that's called a LibGuide. So you'll see that in the name of your presentation today. It's LibGuide for first-year students. So basically, what is a LibGuide? It's kind of like a web page that we create to have all the different resources for you all in one spot. And so I created one just for you all so that you'll have all of your EPCC resources and library resources in one place. So I'm on the library page and I scrolled down a little bit, and right here it says Library Research Guides. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm also going to share a link within your chat box so that you'll have an easier way to find it just by writing down that link. That will take you straight to it. Okay, so that way you'll be able to get there directly. Okay, so this is our listing of library research guides, and you'll see that we have them for all different topics because the librarians, what they do is they get together with all the different faculty, and we see how we can help support your classes by putting some of the library resources together specifically for your topics, such as architecture or art or automotives. Okay, and as you go down, you'll see additional topics that might be of help that you might want to look at later. So one that I put together is going to be under a category called EPCC resources. So that way it'll be an easy spot for you to go to and find out all about the different services that you have here at the college. So I'm going to click on the one I created, and this is your page. So on this page, on the first page, you have my information, Kristen Sanchez from the Rio Grande Library, and this is my phone number. I'm a librarian over at the Rio Grande campus. You can call me at 831-4458, or you can email me at gsonk127@epcc.edu. So those are some ways that you can get in touch with me if you want additional help. And then after I show you this page, I'm going to tell you about how to get more help from the libraries as well. Okay, so on this page, I do have a handout that I have created for you. It's right here up at the top. It's all on library resources, and I'll be using that after I show you this page. But this is where you can get a copy of it by clicking on this link. If you want additional help from libraries, we do have a chat service that you can go to. It's open from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from Saturday and Sunday 9 to 5. And what it is kind of like on this setting that we're on right now, where you'll go in and librarians and library staff are waiting for you to ask for help whether it's for the library or it could be, how do I get in contact with financial aid, or what are some resources out in the community that can help me, find a job, so anything like that we can try to help you with. So if you want to, you can come anytime when we're open and chat with a librarian. All right, so I'm going to go to the next page over. Up at the top, it says EPCC resources. El Paso Community College has put together a lot of great things to help you from home, because I know a lot of you have been asking these kinds of questions. So that's why I wanted to put all of your resources together on one page so that you can find out how to get some more help. So number one, on the El Paso Community College page that I showed you, that menu, they also have EPCC online assistance. And what that does is it allows you to click here and find out how to get in touch with all the different departments. They have choose a service. Okay, so when you choose that service, it shows, do you need help with admissions, athletics, campus life, careers? If you have problems, you need to talk to someone about maybe getting some help with a disability, you can go to here. And what will happen is when you click on any of these, it provides you with additional information about them and how to get in touch with them and when they're available. Anytime you see this blue box that says connect now or get connected, that's where you can go in and get help with those representatives from that department. And these are the hours that they're available. So it'll do like what the libraries do. We go to another Blackboard chat page and we'll chat with you. Sometimes it'll go to another page and it will give you further information. So just by choosing one of these links, you can get to that next step and find out more about counseling and when they're available to you. So this is how you can get help. And that's, again, with this little menu box up at the top, if you go down to where it says contact us, that's where you can find this information. It has online assistance. Okay, so if you forget which page I was on right now, you just go to this menu box and click on contact us. And this is where that nice box is under online assistance to find out more about some of the services available to you. But I've laid some of them out on this page because I wanted to explain what they offer you. And sometimes when you click on those links, you may not know which one to click on. So one of the questions I get a lot is, how can I get help with getting a computer? Because the libraries are currently closed right now. We're all working virtually from home. Okay, so sometimes people want to come in and use a computer. Well, if you go to the academic computing services, they currently are checking out laptops, webcams, and even Wi-Fi hotspots. So if that's something that you would be interested in, I've put the link here. All you have to do is click on it and it takes you to their page. And then I also have the phone numbers for all the different campuses, because sometimes it's one is closer to your home. You can call them and see if they have them currently available or what you need in order to check them out so that you can set that up. Over here on the right side, another question we get is, how do I print? Because I usually go to the library to make a copy. Our instructional service centers, this is like kind of like a mail room on each campus. They offer printing, faxing, scanning. They have those services at each campus, because if you can't print, sometimes your only option is to go pay a lot of money, say like at Kinko's or what is called FedEx Express now. But the instructional service center is actually providing those services for students, and it's like 3 cents a page to print and things. And again, I've provided you with those phone numbers and room numbers so that you can call them and get that information. Now, some of these departments are working on a shorter schedule. A lot of times they're Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 10 till 2. So you'll want to go ahead and call and get that information. Someone should be answering the phone, and they'll provide you with that kind of information to let you know where you can get some help, okay, and at what time. So those are some of the resources we get most commonly asked. I've also put here at the top first year experience, because a lot of you are brand new students. This is the first time you've been in college, and we have an entire center devoted to helping you succeed and getting the help you need. We have advisors, counselors, academic coaches. They're all here to help you do well. And so please take advantage of using those services. And again, there's a link here up at the top, First Year Experience, to show you how to get there. And they will provide you with all the help you need about registering, any kind of program guidance you need, they'll help you. We also have counselors in general that can, again, help you with advising and career choices, and as well as personal issues. A lot of them are licensed counselors. So we also have those services available to you as well. I know it's hard being home for almost a year now. So there's a lot of services that they can provide you and help you with. They can also make referrals to some outside resources as well. And again, if you need help with financial aid, they have their own portal to help you with scholarships, finding out about all the services that they have available for financial aid. And once we open up again, a work study. So those are some options you might have. Campus Life, this is where usually you would go and get your ID. They also provide all the student government resources. They have a lot of programs and things available to you to help you, and they have their student government where they have meetings and they talk about all the things that go on the campuses. So if you're interested in being a part of a club or being part of this government, you are more than welcome to go to Campus Life and they can get you started with that. Online tutoring. This is one of our biggest programs that we currently have here at the college, and it's available all day for you to come in and get tutoring. You have multiple subjects that you can go to, and you just click on that link and it will bring you into their webpage where they can provide you more information. And they have, as you see here, a Get Connected link that you can go to and get tutoring from 7 in the morning till midnight. So you have a lot of great help for all of your different classes, and they have biology and math and all your Englishes and things. So all of those are available to you through the tutoring center. As you go down, we also have additional sources for distance learning if you're having trouble, like with your Blackboard or you need some more support. I have some links here for some handouts and some guides to help you using Lockdown Browser, as well as a student guide to using the online learning resources. If you're a veteran, we have an entire Veterans Resource Center devoted to helping you succeed at EPCC as well. When you click here, it takes you to their page. And again, notice here there's a Get Connected tab. I know that they provide help with textbooks. They provide study spaces when we're open. So a lot of these services will be available to you, and you can contact them to see what's available to you virtually right now. They'll be glad to talk to you. They have some great programs set up. Another question we get quite often is about our bookstore. So the Valle Verde bookstore is currently the only bookstore that's open, and they do have the textbooks for all 5 campuses. So I have a link here to the bookstore, and you can find out more about their information and their hours and talk to them about finding out more about getting your textbooks. And then on the side over here, the last one I want to show you is the Writing Center. So if you're having trouble in any of your classes, or you just would like someone to help review your paper to make sure your grammar is doing well, your citations, if you have to do something like APA or MLA citations and you have no idea what that is, can help you with that. They have also a Get Connected link, and you can actually send them your paper and they'll help review it with you. And tell you, what you might need to work on, or help, find fixes for your citations and things like that. So if you can see here, there's a lot of great resources at EPCC, and this is just some of them. That's why I've also provided you with this link up here at the top to find, in case you have something more more of what you want to look for, you have that choice to be able to see, like if you need some help with childcare, or you need some help with fitness, or you want to find out more about the tuitions, or if you're looking at something about testing, all of these are listed here for you to come to. On my next tab over on career exploration, We also have a career services center. We have career and transfer services. And again, you can click on that link and go straight to them to get some assistance. And they help you write resumes. They help you with figuring out what it is you want to major in. They have some programs that you can work on, and it kind of gives you a test on what is the best match for you, what kind of careers should you be thinking about, based on your personality or based on your answers to the quizzes they give you. And they also can help you, provide you with some other services, such as if you want to, when you finish here, transfer to a four-year university, they'll have some transfer fairs, job fairs. They have all sorts of neat services available to you. Also on this page are some links to all the different programs of study that we have here at EPCC. When you click on it, it takes you to a page that shows you all of the different things we offer here. A lot of times people say, oh, you know, all they offer is probably engineering and teaching and things like that. We have a full load of different areas that you can choose from. Look at this: business, education, health, public service, science, social sciences. And all you have to do is click on any of them, and it shows you all the different options you have. And I was amazed when I started looking at all of these at how many different things we offer here at EPCC. It's incredible. And you have choices. If I want to get a certificate or I want to get an associate's degree, you have all these different options to you here at the college. And all you have to do is come here to get more information. You can look at it and say, I'm interested in one of them. When you click on it, it gives you more information, tells you the degree plan for the program, gives you the website, which will have contact information for the people who are involved with the program. But all of these degree plans are available to you online, and it tells you about the career, what careers you can go into, how much you can make, and then it tells you all the different classes you'll be taking to get either the certificate or the associate's degree, depending on what it is that you are interested in. Down here, I also have the degree types. Another thing I didn't realize is how many different degrees we offer here at EPCC. There's an Associates of Applied Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Associates of Science, and a certificate. On Friday, we will be having another Tejano virtual event, and it's going to tell you all the differences between these awards, as well as all these different areas of study. So if you're interested, it's the same link you're at right now at 1 o'clock on Friday. They're going to be talking about that, those differences. And then I provided you with some just general websites that you can get more information on all the different careers, including in Texas, and it also goes out nationally as well. Okay, so this is a little bit about the EPCC resources and the career resources available to you at EPCC. Do y'all have any questions for me so far before I go into the library? Okay, so I wanted to share with you a lot of the different things that we have at the library. And it's important right now because we're home. So it's kind of hard, you know, to say I need a book. But, you know, the libraries have a lot of great resources. We have almost 300,000 electronic books that you can read from home. We have thousands and thousands of articles that you can access from home as well, from journals, magazines. We have videos. We have all sorts of great things. It's just a lot of people just don't even know we have them. So that's why I wanted to share with you today about some of the resources that you can use to help, you know, with all your different classes and everything that you might need. Okay, so the first question a lot of times we will get is, how do I get started when I've been given a research assignment? So on this page, I've kind of given you some tips. Number one is to choose a topic, and that's sometimes one of your hardest things to do. You know, a lot of times they'll say, you know, write about something that's interesting to you. And that's when you kind of freeze up and you're not quite sure what that is. Or they say maybe write about a controversial issue. So usually what I recommend is you go to some of your news. So you can go out on the website to CNN or ABC News or even something local. And you want to see what's going on. So you can look at those and see if there's something going on in the world that you're interested in. You can also look at a database we have that I'll show you in a little bit. It's called Opposing Viewpoints, and it is a great database to show you controversial topics. To say, hey, I wanted to talk about something in healthcare. Maybe I wanted to talk about the Affordable Care Act, or maybe I wanted to talk about something about the media, how the media portrays different events. Or maybe I wanted to talk about something, like capital punishment, something more mainstream. It has every one of those topics on there, and it tells you both sides of the issues. Why should I support gun control? Why should I not support gun control? Kind of goes on both sides of the issues in case you're not really sure. That's a great place to find that. And then once you figure out what it is you want to write about, then we recommend that you find something called background information. So let's just say you find a topic that you don't know a whole lot about it. Maybe they say, I want you to write about the Civil War. You're like, yeah, I know the Civil War happened, but I really don't know much about it. Then we have a great database you can go to called Credo Reference. Credo Reference, what it does is it provides you with background information. So what is that? So if I were to put, like I said, Civil War and search, it tells me what was the Civil War or what is it? And then I can narrow down my search over here. It tells me, do you want the American Civil War, the Spanish Civil War? What do you want to know about it? And I say, well, I just want the American Civil War. And then it can provide me information on the American Civil War. So it tells me it was a conflict between the northern states, the southern states, etc. So I recommend that before you just jump in grabbing books and grabbing articles, find out what it is you're writing about. Because if you don't know the names or the dates or the places, sometimes it's a little hard to get started and you get a little jumbled up with so much information. So just kind of calm down, read Credo Reference, see what sources are out there. You can even Google your topic. If you get out there on Google, read about it, see what it says about it. Who are the major people? Who were the generals? Who was the president at the time? Depending on your topic, you'll find out all that information, and then you can get started. Okay, so by getting started, number one, you want to find out what kind of sources you can use. So if an instructor tells you, I want you to write a paper, okay, well, can I use books? Can I use articles? Can I use websites? You want to find out all that information. Don't be afraid to ask your instructor, or if they provide you with that information, have that information handy so that you'll know if I can use a website, okay? Also, find out how old your sources can be. So if you're looking at healthcare, they may only want you to use sources that are 1 or 2 years old to make sure it's still good information, okay? And also start trying to write out some words that you're going to use to search. So if I were to write about gun control, for example, I could write out the word guns, firearms is another word for guns. I might want to talk about the Second Amendment. I might want to say laws and legislation. You can write down some words so that when you start searching, you try these words. You try one word at a time, and then you start putting combination of words like guns and Second Amendment, guns and laws. So those kinds of phrases will help you find sources on your topic. Okay. And then if they tell you, I want you to use a journal or a magazine, you're like, well, what's the difference? So a magazine would be like what you see on here, Time Magazine, Prevention. They're usually written at about the 7th grade level, and they have information that's good for everyone. So like, let's say my mom wants to read about the Iraq War. She can pick up Time Magazine and read about it, and that's all she needs to know. That's great, good enough general information. And usually the authors, they could be journalists, they could have English degrees, creative writing degrees. They don't always have a degree in what they're writing about. Sometimes they're given an assignment, kind of like you are in class when they give you an assignment. And so they write for the magazine, and they sell their articles, or they work for them and get paid by them to do this research. And sometimes they do have degrees in what they're writing about, but you have to be careful because it's not always by a specialist in that field. Okay, their goal is to sell that magazine to you. So they put pictures on the front cover that are of interest to you, and they try to get your attention. Okay, so that's a magazine. If they tell you, I want you to use a journal, A journal are like what you see here. What they are, they're on a specific field of study. So like you have journals for nursing, journals for business, journals for education, journals for libraries. Everyone usually has a journal for their field, okay? And they write articles in there that are aimed at those professionals. So they sometimes use professional language, and they use a lot of, you'll see a lot of research. So what they're doing is trying to make you be better at what you do. So if you're a nurse, they're trying to find better ways to care for your patients or for your work environment, ways to succeed. Those kinds of articles are what are published in journals, and they're written by usually the professionals in that field or surrounding fields. So like in nursing, you might see a pharmacist or a doctor. So those kinds of journals are usually written aimed at those professionals. Okay, so if you hear I need a journal, that's what it means. Okay, so then we move on to ebooks. And the ebooks that we offer, we have over 300,000 ebooks. And what the ebooks are is that you can go on the page and click on there and you can search with words and it will pull up books on your topic. Or if you want to use the author's name or the title, you can find those ebooks on there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the library page. I'm going to get off of my LibGuide and I'm going to go ahead and go to my library page so I can show you how to find all of these great resources. Okay. So again, I'm on the library homepage. You see it looks like this at the top. All I'm going to do is scroll down a little bit. And before I get down to showing you how to use it, just to let you know, we are currently closed. If you did have any books checked out, they have that were due during the shutdown, they have been extended until May 31st. So you don't have to worry about those items. They can be returned in until May 31st. But if you are interested in returning them, right now our book drop is currently open at the Mission campus, which is the one out there on the freeway near Horizon, or at the Northwest campus, which is also on the freeway on the other side of town going towards Canutillo. Okay, so they're open from February 1st through the 7th, and you can turn them in at those book drops. And any campus can go to those. It doesn't matter which campus you got them from, you can turn them in. All right, so as we go down the page, we have something called a discovery service box, and this is where you can search for books, ebooks, articles, DVDs, all at the same time. So I'm going to put a word in there. I'm going to put the word drone. So maybe I wanted to research about drones, what I can use them for. So I can click on drone and search. And this one has been called by one of our librarians a super Google. So, but basically what you're searching is books and articles and videos, okay, and any kind of resources the library has. So when you land on the page, it usually will give you something that's called a research starter. And that's kind of like what I showed you in Credo, where you could find out more information about a topic. So this one will help me find out what is a drone. It's called an unmanned aerial vehicle. And then as you go down the list a little bit, it provides you with an overview, some photos, a little bit of information about it so you can get started. Okay. If this is information you're interested in and want to keep it, on all the databases, you'll have some kind of tools like this on the right-hand side. You can print, you can email, you can save, and you can cite it. When you click on the word cite, it pulls up the different types of ways you can cite your sources. So usually you'll see APA is one of them, and it shows you here the APA citation, or you can scroll down and you'll see MLA. Those are the most common, but there are other ones like Chicago, Turabian. Those are also sometimes used by classes. These are computer generated, so I recommend that you check it if you're not familiar. You can go to the Writing Center if you'd like their help, or you can click on this little blue link and it will provide you with some help as to how is MLA style. What does it look like? And it'll provide you some guidance there about what the different citations will look like. And so that is how you would cite sources that you find here. Okay, so that's that research starter. But let's just say, you know, I just want a book. I don't want to look at all of these different things. I just want a book. And since we're home, course, the print book in the library and they're not open. So what do? I can come over here to the left-hand side. I can check mark ebooks. And then it gets rid of everything else except books that I can read on the computer. So if you'll see here, I have 27,000 books, which is quite a bit. So you could put more words in here. Remember I told you could make keyword lists. You could put drone and war, drone and ethics, drone and photography. You can choose all sorts of different things about them. So if you actually want to look at one of them, you just click on the title and it opens it to the next page. And then over here on the left-hand side, it has the PDF full text version of the book. You can actually download the book, and that's kind of like when you use Netflix, it allows you to download movies and use it without internet on your phone or iPad. It's the same thing. If you were to do a full download, it would ask you to make an account with EBSCO, which is easy to do. And then you could download it without internet. So it's actually an easier way to use it. But then you also have the PDF version, whereas I just want to look at it to see the first few pages or to see what's in it. You don't have to do all of that. You can just click that link and it opens the book right there in the middle. And it has the page turners down here at the bottom, the little arrows where you can go page by page. Or if you want to, you can go on the left-hand side where you can jump ahead to each chapter. So if you're saying, oh, I want to go to chapter 2, you can just click on it and it will just advance the book for you. Okay, and just like a regular book, you have your index where you can see what words are in the book on what pages, and it'll allow you to, then you can go back to those pages to find out if you were interested in Belgium or Capitol Hill or whatever. You can go to those specific pages. Okay. And if you ever want to search inside of a book, they have up here at this top a little search box that says search within, and then you can put words here and it'll look for them inside the book. So that's how you would use an ebook. And then on the right hand side, just like earlier, you can print some pages. It allows you to print a few pages. It's copyright protected like a regular book. And so it says, oh, you can only print 15 pages or 30 pages. Email, save, and cite your source. So that's using this EBSCO Discovery Service Box. Do I have any questions so far? Yeah, there's a lot of great resources. We have thousands and thousands of resources. As I scroll down, again, this is on the library page. Under all these resources, if you want just a book and you don't want to go through all of that discovery service, we still have our classic catalog, and I still like using it because it's really easy. I can go here and do a keyword search. I can do a title search, an author search, and just by putting in the author's last name, I can go ahead and put Stephen King, and then I find all the books that he wrote. So when you put him as the author, these are the books he actually wrote, and see what books we have available. Okay, if you find it by title, a lot of people want to see if we own a book, you know, for their class or something like that. You can go and put the title here, or again, the keywords like what we were using earlier. But that's just to find just books on your topic that you're interested in. Okay, and then we can also go straight to ebooks. Instead of going through the EBSCO Discovery Service Box, you can just go straight into ebooks, and we have multiple collections of ebooks, and you can look at each one of the sections to see which one you like. Like Salem Press is wonderful for different topics. So if I go down here to Salem Press ebooks, it opens up. And to use all these sources from home, because you're not on campus, you're at home. To use all these sources from home, what's going to happen is when I click on it, it wants to prove that you're a student. So it's going to ask you to sign in with your MyEPCC login. So it's just like going to Blackboard. Okay, you just log in with your username and your password, and you're in from home. And if you have any trouble, you can go to the library's Get Connected page, and we'll be able to help you get that set up. So here on the ebook page for Salem, we have different categories. So literature books, history, science, health, careers. They're all really neat books. So if I wanted to look under careers, let's just say I'm looking at a career in business. I can click on this book, and what it does is it has all the different careers in alphabetical order from inside this book. It shows you the book right here in the middle, all the different sections of the book, and you just click on I want to be in human resources. You just click on it and it shows you that information right here on the page. And then again, just like all the other sources, you have your tools over here on the left. It has to cite the source, save it, print, and email. So you have all the same things. They all work the same. They have the same kinds of tools. They just look a little different. So this is one book on Salem. You also have these ebook collections from EBSCO. Ebook Academic Collection is again one of the ones we have the most books on. It has over 260,000 ebooks. When it opens up again, you just put your words. So if I'm looking at, maybe I want to say something on yoga, I can click search, or it also has some highlighted categories. Kind of looks like Barnes & Noble. Has their categories on the left-hand side down the side. Or you can look at some featured ebooks in the middle to see if they're of interest to you and just click on any of them to read. But if I'm searching, I put a word in this box. What it's doing, it's looking for words in the title, author, and all the notes about the book to see if that word matches anything. And that's what brings up all the items in the middle. That's why your words are very important. So learn about your topic so that you can get the best words possible to use. Okay. So I put the word yoga, and then it shows me some books. It even shows me some videos from the AP right here in the middle, which is the Associated Press. And then as you go down, it gives me some more books I can look at. And if you're interested in any of them, you can click here on the title, or you can click here on the PDF to go right into the book. And people ask about checking out books. So if you wanted to download a book, right now the books are checking out for a week online. So if you do check out a book, it will allow you access for about a week. Okay, that's taking a little time to open, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on so that we can cover some more things. So that's all about ebooks. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is our online databases, because this is where you're going to really come to find a lot of great information for your papers. This contains articles from magazines, journals, newspapers, and we have videos. We have all sorts of neat stuff. We even have do-it-yourself. On that do-it-yourself tab, I'll show you that. We even have Chilton's, and if you've ever heard of Chilton's, those are maintenance books for cars. So if you need help with cars, or someone in your family might need help, they can have you look up some stuff for them. Hobbies, home improvement, even small engine repair. You can do all these things. And since everybody's home and baking and doing crafts and doing home improvement projects, all of these are available to you on this database page. So it's not just all work for school. There's some fun stuff on here too. Okay. We have across the top, you'll see all these different categories. So this is how you find out where to go. So let's just say that you wanted to find an article that you wanted to find. Maybe you're looking at something about stress management. And so you're like, well, which topic do I go to? There's a lot of things to choose from. You can just go to general, and that covers every topic A to Z. So if you're not sure where to go, general would be a fine place to start. Okay, and you have all of these different databases, and all a database is magazines, journals, and articles that you can search from a computer. That's all a database is. Okay, and so you'll just find one that you read about and say, oh, this one sounds good. So Academic Search Complete is actually a great place to start. You can click on it. And all of this is on that handout that I put for you on that library research guide. So if you want more information, that's where you can get it, okay? And I just put my words in here, stress management techniques, okay? And I have all these little search boxes. Everybody loves to check mark boxes. The more boxes you check mark, the less articles you get. So be careful how many you check. But as you scroll down, let's say they told you you needed a scholarly journal. There's a box for that. Okay. Let's say it has to be from a certain date. You can put your dates in these boxes and it will only give you articles from those dates. Okay. But if you leave it wide open and search, see what you get. I got 7,000 articles on stress management. And you know, I really don't want a journal. I'm just doing this for fun. So I can scroll down and it tells me everything that's here. I have journals, magazines, newspapers. So I'm going to click on magazines. I just want a regular magazine. And it shows me articles here in the middle. People magazine. Everybody likes People magazine. It's all about the stars and all about the things going on in the world. So here's something about stress management from that magazine. It's just a small little page article. And all you have to do is click on it. And you'll see some of the article is here. Okay. This is called HTML. You will have sometimes two different options. HTML, if you've ever heard of like computer language, it's just like retyping it, okay, using computer language. So right here, you'll see it in the middle. But notice down at the bottom, the photos, it says there's a photo and it just describes it, but it doesn't give it to you. Sometimes you'll get little thumbnail photos off to the side that you can see, but on this one, it doesn't. Okay, so you can always choose PDF full text, and what that does is it gives you a scanned copy just like it looked like inside the magazine or journal. So it looks like you're reading the actual magazine. So there it is. It has the pictures, because kind of for yoga, sometimes they may want to show you the poses, so you might want to see those actual photos. So there it is, and it gives you the information. And again, print, email, download and save. And there's a little golden sheet of paper, that's where you cite it. So all of this is available to you in these databases. Another thing I wanted to show you is that opposing viewpoints. That's the one I told you that has both sides of the issue, because sometimes you might want to find out about controversial topics. So there is a tab for controversial. So when I click on that tab for controversial, it has some choices of where I can go. Newspaper, CQ Researcher, Credo. The one I want to show you is called Opposing Viewpoints, because it does give you a great listing of topics as well as both sides of the issue. So this is under controversial. And then as it opens up, takes a little bit of time sometimes. Okay. As it opens up, what you're going to find is you also have search boxes. So let's say you already have a topic in mind, you don't see it on the list, you're welcome to put your search words in the box as well. So that way you're able to search just for those terms. So you'll see the search box up here at the left, but this browse issues where the light bulb is, when I click on it, it's fantastic. Look at all these different topics you can choose from. So if you're having trouble figuring out what it is you want to write about, this would be a good place to go. Facial recognition technology. Maybe you want to write something ethical or philosophical. That might be a place to go. Plastic waste, polygamy, feminism, 9/11 attacks. They have all sorts of them. And what's nice is they show you new or updated topics so that you can see, you know, some of the information that maybe has been put on there since the last time you looked at it. So let's say I wanted to maybe write about road rage. We haven't had to do that going to work recently, so there's a lot of information here about what is road rage. So if you don't know anything about it, you can read more here. And it gives you that background information up at the top. Let me go ahead and make it a little smaller so it's not quite so big. It gives you all that information about it. And up at the top, it looks a little different, but it has the same tools: cite, send to, download, or print. So all this is right here for you to do those same kinds of things, and they look different, but it has the same tools. And again, it's right here as well. But it gives you information on what is that topic. And then as you scroll down, It tells you it has journals, magazines, viewpoints, statistics, websites, all in one spot. So it usually gives you like the top 3 in each category, but if you want to see all of them, you just click on the link. Okay, so I told you about viewpoints, how it says road rage incidents are increasing, cyclists cause road rage. These are people's opinions about different aspects of this topic. So as you go down, how to fight road rage, is it just bad manners, etc. You can click on any of these and see the full article. But this is kind of like one-stop shopping for your topic. It kind of gives you everything on it in one spot. So this is a really neat database to use. Okay. And like I said, I'm going back in, sorry. The databases have all sorts of different categories. Newspapers have a lot of great things, including the El Paso Times. This is really neat to use. It even has today's newspaper on there. For videos, we have over 6,000 videos on this one. It's coming on all these different topics: business, film, health, history, music. And then we bought some health videos. Over 300 medical videos are found under here. So you have access to everything you could possibly need. And right now we also have a trial we just started. It's called Ferguson's Career, and it's all about career exploration. So this is brand new. We have it until March to see if we like it. So try it out, see if you like it, and give us some feedback. See, we have this little feedback box over here. Let us know if you like it, so that way we can try to see if we can keep it for you and provide you some more information about careers. So in saying careers, I wanted to show you our last tab that I'm going to talk about today is career and testing. Career and testing has some of the most fantastic resources you can use to help you either find a job or to help you studying for school as well as preparing for your career. So I'm going to click here on this Learning Express library. What you'll need to do is, like anything else, is to create an account once you land on here. You can sign in and register for an account, and I'm going to show you mine just so that you'll have access to see exactly what it is you can get from this database. Okay. And you can sign in, and then your family, if they have a public library card, they can sign in from the public library and get an account too. Public library has this as does UTEP. So there's a lot of great resources from all of the different libraries that they can use. So when I go to the home page, it has all these different what they call centers. So Career Center and Job and Career Accelerator, they're all about helping you find your career and taking your tests. So like, let's say you're going into a profession that requires a test. Air traffic controller exam. They also have exams for the military. So like the ASVAB, they have practice tests. So let's say I'm going into the military. They have all the different exams on this page. Practice exams, ebooks to prepare for it, officers candidate tests. Okay, all of these are available to you to take and prepare to take the exam. So kind of like you would buy a study guide. Instead of doing that, you can come here and sign up for an account. Like I have my name right here, Kristen Sanchez, and you can start your test. See, it lets you start it. So let's say you had to leave, you didn't have a chance to finish. You can come back to that test and it will allow you to start where you finished, okay? Or you can choose your testing mode. I want to do simulation. It would be just like if I was sitting in the place testing. Or practice exam will be allowing me to take the whole test, and then it will show a timer and show me how I would have done on the time. Or the learner, whereas I answer the questions and it tells me right then and there if it's right or wrong and why. And then at the end, you'll get answers to tell you where you're weak. So like if you're weak in math on fractions, you can go and study fractions, and it'll actually give you links to go and study those fractions on here, because it has math help, it has help for your careers, it has help for studying, for all sorts of different things. On Job and Career Accelerator, I wanted to show you this. It helps you build resumes and job letters. It helps you search for jobs and internships. You can search for jobs here in El Paso. So if you're looking for a job right now, you're having trouble trying to find one, you can come on here and search for jobs and internships. And it'll allow you to go ahead and either look for federal jobs or you can look here on the USA Job Search. And when you launch it, it allows you to come in here and put your words, like if I'm looking for something in an office, if I'm looking for a specific job, like maybe I wanted to look at welder, and I'm going to search for jobs. It'll search for jobs everywhere in the US, and it will also look here if you narrow it down to a specific city. So here's all these different jobs listed for the category I put. Now, if I were to say I wanted it in El Paso, didn't have any for welder. Let's see what else they have. Let's say medical assistant. I have 92. And that's just in El Paso. So you can come here, play with it. It's kind of fun to look at what's available to you. And those are the career and testing part. So, and the last part of it that I want you to know that exists is for you to find help with your classes. So they have here college success skills. These help you like with time management skills, financial management skills. College Center Plus helps you with math, reading, grammar, science, and this is all at the college level. So for math, when I click on it, it has help with algebra, intermediate algebra, geometry, statistics, calculus, all right here on this page. And when you save anything, you can go up to your name and it says My Center, and it holds everything that you've done, your ebooks, your tests, your tutorials, they're all right here so that you can go back to them. Even has computer courses on how to find out about Excel, Word, PowerPoint, how to use all of that. And if you have trouble finding it, because there's so many centers, my handout on the library research guide has information on it on every single center. It's on that handout. Or you can just go to that search box and you can put in their fractions and it'll take you to the information that you're looking for. So I know this has been really quick. I know it's been a lot of information, so that's why I hope you guys can go to that library research guide. I hope you can get some use out of that, and you can also go to the library and ask us for help, and we will take you to anything you need to know about. So do y'all have questions? You guys have questions? Sorry. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. And I do hope that you're all able to get some great use out of all the El Paso Community College resources and the libraries. So thank you all so much for coming, and I hope you all have a great day.
Everyone, please give an emoji round of applause to our fabulous presenter, Ms. Sanchez, for all of her great information today. Let her know that we appreciate her. Thank you, Ms. Sanchez. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and share with y'all the LibGuide. Okay. Go. All right. We would like to encourage everyone to download the EPCC Online Assistance PDF, or LibGuide for short. Here's the link for that. So you may download your own copy. And it's full of all the online services at the college. There are tons of live links to the services that were shown today, the libraries, as well as online tutoring services, testing services, and more. For example, if you're interested in the Student Success Online Tutoring Center, you can look here at the top and you'll see that it's open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to midnight with friendly trained tutors to help you. And we recommend you can come on in by yourself or bring a friend and friends, and we'll tutor you together. There's also the online tutor finder. The link is also available there. Again, if you download it to your computer, you can click those links and go from there. And the next thing I want to share with you is the Tejano passports. So let me go ahead and go to Tejano passports. There we go. We'd like to invite you to participate in Tejano passports. You join us here at Tejano virtual events each week, and we'll give you a code at the end of the session that you can use with your own free medallion. If you're already participating, I'm going to go ahead and put that code, today's code, in the chat for you. Give me just a moment. Copy. paste that into the chat. There we go. There's that Tejano passport code for you if you're participating. If you're not participating, it's not too late to join. This code will still be good later for when you sign up. It'll be valid until midnight tonight. And for more information, you can go to this link. Let me copy and paste that for you as well. Copy. All right. And this will have all the information involving Tejano passports. Tejano passports, those codes go towards Tejano passport points and eventually your own medallion. Next, we would like to show you where the other Tejano virtual event recordings are. Let me go ahead and I will share my screen quickly. Okay. There we go. If you go to the Blackboard institution page and you scroll down to about the middle of the page, you can see where it says Tejano virtual events recordings, and they're listed there for you. You just click the one you want. It'll open up in the browser. There's nothing to download or anything like that, and you can watch it straight from there. Alrighty. And then lastly, I would like to invite you to come to next week's session. Well, actually, Friday's session. Alrighty. So Friday's session will be on areas of study and degree types, presented by the Career and Transfer Services and the Curriculum Office, as well as for the Happy Math Hour workshop on Friday at 3 p.m. We will be having a session on factoring from our very own math EPCC instructors. Yes, it is the happiest math hour for the week. So at this time, we'd like to thank everyone for coming. We'd like to thank Ms. Sanchez for presenting today. If you are an SUP awardee, please stay after this session and we'll answer any questions y'all have. If anyone else has any questions, please let us know. We are available to answer any questions you may have.